Hi, I'm Jeanette from Growth Unlimited, and I'm not perfect. But you know what? I've been doing some analysis of myself. It's that time of year for me anyway. And with what's been going on over the last few months, I really needed to reanalyze and redefine myself a little bit. And so I've been doing that, and I've been using the same steps that we talked about in the different videos in this series that I've just been completing. So what I did first of all was decide what I wanted my life to look like a year from now, and the changes that I needed to see happen. Then I also took a look at my values and how they fit with those changes. And I made some adjustments because just like everybody else, I sometimes get caught up in wants rather than needs. And so, and by that I mean sometimes I get caught up in what I'd really like to see happen, that I want to have happen, but it really doesn't necessarily fit with what my real needs are and my real desires are. And lots of time, if it's a want, it also doesn't fit with my value system. And so it gives me a chance when I'm evaluating those values and evaluating those needs to decide whether or not it's something that's appropriate for me to do within the moral code that I have built for my life. Now, I want to talk a little bit about those values and those principles, because one of the things that's really, really important to me in my life is that people can trust me and know that I'm going to be honest with them and I'm going to be fair. I also want people to understand that I am not out to get anyone. Lots of times in my work, I find situations where I need to share the impressions that I have that something is not working for a client because of a choice that they are making. And that can sometimes be a touchy situation to talk to people about. But learning how to tell someone that there could be a better way for them to achieve the end result they're wanting is different from tearing somebody down because of a weakness that they struggled with. And the thing that I have run into problems with, because I don't tear people down when I talk to them, but oftentimes their own self-talk does that tearing down. And so I have had to learn this past year especially, because it seems to have been coming up more often as a result of the experiences we've all been having. I've had to learn new ways to share with people that just because they've made a mistake doesn't mean that they're bad, and that they have the capacity and the ability to make those changes in their lives so that they can have the kind of life that they want to have. And that's been a learning curve for me, because I have a tendency to be pretty blunt sometimes, and I've had to learn to soften a little bit. Okay, let's see, what else am I doing to create the new me? I'm trying new experiences. I'm doing new things. I mean, this year alone, I started a YouTube channel, something I never thought that I would do. And I'm branching out a little bit with what we're doing with Growth Unlimited and the Growth University, delving into some new areas that I haven't actually focused on before, but that people have expressed a need to me to have available to them. And so as you continue to watch these videos, you're going to be seeing more and more of these things as they come up. I also am working hard on being less judgmental of myself. I have very high standards for what I expect of myself, and oftentimes I can be very, very harsh with myself when I don't meet those expectations, and sometimes they're just too high to meet in the given situation that I'm in at the time. And so I'm learning to be kinder to myself and not quite so harsh when things don't go quite the way I want them to. I'm learning to organize myself and prioritize my time better. I have a million things that have to be done every single day, and there are some days that I just simply feel so overwhelmed that I can't get any of them done. I'm using Michael Hyatt's Free to Focus plan to define what it is that's important to me and to prioritize those things so that I can get them done the way they need to be done. Off the top of my head, those are really the things that I'm focusing on right now. As time goes on, I will share more with you about what I'm doing, because we're all in this together. Every single one of us has changes that we need to make in our lives on a daily basis. And just because someone may have been at it a little bit longer and may have developed a few more skills doesn't mean that their life is perfect, doesn't mean that there aren't problems and issues that they have to change. They just simply learn new ways of doing it on a day-to-day basis. And that's one of the benefits of taking control of your life. That's one of the things that makes me love being alive. Thanks so much for joining me, and share with me the things that you are doing to take control of your life and to create your new existence. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel so that you can be made aware of new videos as they're coming out. And check us out at Growth Unlimited so that you can learn new ideas of how you can take control of your life too. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a wonderful evening. Bye now.